if you are watching this, then you are Pagat Inside Tambotie podcast. I'm your host, Cover the Great. Yeah. And then ungasinceda ngosubscribe if uphakathi, because ayikho enye indlela yophuma. It's only one A in. You are Inside Tambotie podcast. Yeah. And today's episode, I have a very special guest. Her name is Thokozile, right? Thokozile Mokoena. She's the author of the book named Who Am I, right? Yeah. Who Am I? And she's also a student and a businesswoman. What else do you do?
Okay, well, we'll invite her to Tambotie podcast. True name is Thokozile Mokoena. I am the author of Who Am I? Lost, Discovered and Evolving. Then I'm a freelance graphic designer. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a student as well.
Yeah.
Thokozile
Okay. Thokozile. The first question I wanna ask is, okay, you are Thokozile, and I know you are speaks Zulu, but your surname is Mokoena, which is kind of Sisuthu, yeah.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
No, because Thokozile, it's my grandmother's name. Thokozile betrays amagama kagogo.
Okay.
So ukukwambo unasibeko umzulu. Ashade eMasuthwini. So mina ngithethe both of her names.
All right.
Yabona. So isa kanjalo.
Okay. So but you are Sotho.
Sotho by origin, but ngisikhuluma isiSotho.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So happy to Victoria.
Yeah, I've been in and out of Pretoria, but for now, I think from last year. I was here from last year.
From last year, yeah, okay. If I remember correctly, yeah, that's the first time I spotted you. I don't remember I'm not sure if you remember the time I met you. You were still staying here in Maruela.
In Maruela, yeah.
Yeah, 4th floor, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, sure. Before we continue, we go forward with your book and everything. So the reason we started this podcast, we had I arrived here in Tambotie in 2019. So upon my arrival, I heard a lot of stories about Tambotie. That was scary, and I was not aware of that. I've been staying here since 2014, but I was not aware that there's a place called Tambotie. It only came to my attention when I started staying here, people telling me all about the story. So so I want to know from you what made you to choose this place, and then before you came to stay here, were you aware of the old Tambotie?
Yeah, I do. I had stories, because before I used to stay in Acadia, right? So the things that I heard about this place, even the time I was coming to view name, I didn't know what's in your viewer group.
Yeah.
I just saw the post, I saw the address, it didn't say Tambotie,
Tambotie,
it
yeah.
just said 420 days, and I'm
Yeah.
coming. Niza from Acadia, I'm like 420. I'm like, please let it not be this one. Let it not be this one. Man, vela ya vela yaqonda straight yathi 429 la. Athi Jesus. I was like, because lo muntu ongizovuka kuye already ungilindile, I'm not gonna disappoint. I'm gonna enter, but I'm gonna leave. Ayengihlali because izinto engizizwe ngale ndawo. And nanoma uyibona when you're coming, the appearance, from the outside appearance of it, ikunika an impression ukuthi you don't want to be in this place. The building, man, is just giving. We are two you understand?
Yeah.
So I thought I was just gonna do it in and out, but again, and I saw what's happening. Just the book by its cover. Didn't know the content of it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, here you are now. You are settled.
Yes,
years passed.
It's been a year and a few months now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as me. Yeah, when people told me all these stories, and so I didn't even go to Google. I searched on Facebook. I found about stories that were a bit scary, but judging by the time before this company, this security company, so I realized that the security is tight, and so it's a place for people, not for animals.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the stories that we've had. I remember this other time I was going to Pretoria Zone, and udriver lo bekasilanda weBolt. She was like, "Niphuma lana." Athe phela ngizwile la ngishamba sejarini nalana abantu bayo kuma-building. I'm like, "Yini?" So you can see this place has a history that it's a damning history, but mafika lana you find ukuthi man, it's a good place. With good people, security, right, tight, I can say, because everywhere la uhamba khona uhlangana nama-security. So, and as far as I'm concerned, since I don't think safety has been compromised in any way. So, you judged it by past year.
It's like that, man. So, yeah, man. Okay, enough about Tambotie. Now it's about Toko. Okay, I remember last when we conversed. You told me that you've done you have a diploma in media,
yes,
which is television production.
Yes.
And then I want to know, does it also include graphic design?
No, it does not include it. It's just television production. Yeah, but I have gained myself experience in the graphic world. Because I remember going to school, there was an option to do graphic design, but at the time I thought with your graphic design is coming drawing. I didn't think about it in the technological way. I thought of it with you, it's like coming in some drawings and all of that, and I thought that's gonna be difficult for me. But now I'm the one self-teaching myself graphic design. So it's not as bad as I thought it would be, and it's not as I imagined it to be. So now when I'm doing it with my softwares and all of that, it's a different, it's different from what I envisioned.
Okay. So, yeah. And I've seen your profile, man. I've seen your profile. You're good. You're good.
I'm doing my best. Doing my best.
And because it's one of the industries that are male dominated, so I was very shocked when I look through your catalog, and I didn't expect, because I knew that I knew as a author and as a student, as a graduate in media. So I was a bit shocked, man. If I may be honest with you, your profile, and I've seen even you're also doing your what do you call fitness instructor.
I was doing fitness instructor
through Herbalife.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people that are doing that, and then but your profile was completely different from what I've seen before.
Oh yeah.
With your short forms and all that. This lady.
No man, it's good to life. I feel good in life. You either teach yourself things or you don't teach yourself anything, and as it is into they stay mediocre because people refuse to learn certain things. Because we can't have an impression that certain departments are male dominated and they are just female dominated. And I feel what isn't because people refuse to enter those spaces. I mean, if they don't enter certain spaces, really there will be that impression that it's a male dominated industry. But I don't know, it's not like that. Anyone can enter that industry. No, are you willing to learn the things that are being done in that industry or so I think the struggle has taught me to learn things. And most of these things the only thing that I went to school for was in media practice, which is television production. But everything else, sales, I learned it, fitness, I just did it. You know, gym and training people and all that. How did you do it? No, I did not get the privilege with Bang Foodies. I learned it on my own. Graphic design, I learned it on my own. To write a book, I learned it on my own. Because scholarly, when you did television production, they didn't teach you how to write a book. So you see, or you just want to remain wherever you are. So
So you basically you are self-taught graphic design.
Yes.
So what application do you use?
I use Canva.
Canva.
Yeah,
okay,
I use Canva.
Which is Canva. Okay.
So Canva it's a nice software because it has templates, and then from those templates, when you get to now stretch your creativity. It gives you, this is how you can place it, but when the creativity of things is all
on you.
So, okay. That's one of the apps I've used for graphic design.
Okay. So meaning it's not been long since you started, because I don't know but I only came across Canva last year. Was it last year? I don't think it's been in the market for that long.
I'm also not sure when it was established. But yeah, I started doing it last year because coming to Pretoria, it was a decision that I took without a plan. So it means there was no job. I was not even a student yet. So I came to Pretoria thinking, you know what, I just wanna feel how life is out there, from the comfort of your home. You understand? No. I wanted to feel life in a different form. So man figure no plan. Otherwise, understand. So that's when I discovered Canva. That's when I started practicing graphic design, and that's how I've been at least keeping myself, even taking myself to school. So it's good business.
Yes, yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
So about the book, I think I have just little details through your profile. As unfortunately, I haven't even. My plan was to buy the book, but things didn't go according to the plan. So, but if I may ask, so what inspired to write the book, and what was in your mind what was happening in your life when you decided to?
Okay, so writing the book, initially the plan was not to have it as the book. I was going through certain things because all of the chapters, they were written during those phases of my life. Like the chapter of depression, I wrote it when I was going through depression. And for me, I was just writing down my emotions because with depression, it went too far as to the point whereby it was almost suicide. And when suicide did not happen, I had to now think, what does it all mean to me? I needed to understand my emotions. I needed to understand, why am I thinking the way I'm thinking? Why am I thinking suicidal things? Why am I sad? Why am I numb? I needed to understand the things that I was going through. So I decided, let me just write down my feelings, my emotions at that state. And then I wrote it. Then, you know how they say you attract who you are. I started meeting up nabantu who are going through depression, and every time I'm seeing myself quoting the things I was writing. I'm like, oh man, if I can talk to someone, I'll be like, because sometimes that you understand, you relate, you have found your place. You understand. Other people don't understand. We understand. So going through that, meeting those kind of people, I realized, there's probably a lot of people out there that I can't access, that I can't meet and have a conversation with. So why not just, because already the things I'm talking to with Nalaba, I'm quoting the things I wrote. So I might as well restructure what I wrote into a book.
Yeah.
So that's how the book came about. It was inspired by the people that I met, and it made me see, man, there's a lot of people out there who need to feel relatable.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I wrote it.
Okay. Interesting story, so, about your book, about how it started, and then I hope everyone, I know, I trust for the fact that everyone who bought the book and who was expressing the same, so I'm sure they will get, they already have money healing or whatever.
Yeah.
So, so then I don't know much about the books and everything, but I know that it takes like for printing things. It's one of the part that is very expensive. Printing.
Yeah.
Beside everything. So, but I don't know now, since the digital era has taken over, maybe they try to balance things because they know that people will be jumping.
Yeah, digital side. I think when it comes to books, because even with me, my book, I have a digital one, and I have the print one, but preferably I prefer print. When it comes to books, like books that are, which is not school books, I prefer to have a print copy rather than a digital copy. But then things are different with everyone. Some people prefer digital copies, but I don't think print will ever fade out. But yeah, to say maybe that has made things to be at least much less in terms of printing. Yeah, maybe you're right, because I wouldn't know how they were based before, prices and all of that. So maybe you're right. I don't know, because now I'm not talking on experience on that department. So
okay, so on your side, so was there any sponsor or any someone that you worked with?
no, I self-published and did everything. Yeah, it's not everyone who has the privilege of having. Normally I say if you have a dream or you have things that you want to work on, don't wait for resources to come to you. Do it your way, and resources are gonna find you pambili. Because if you wait for resources, you're never gonna do the book, because like with me, I wrote the book and the manuscript stayed with me for years before I initially published. I had it with me for years before I finally published. So had I waited for resources, I would still be waiting even today. So I decided to go ahead and do it myself. So there was no sponsors there.
Okay, so you were working at the time.
No, I was a fitness trainer and a Herbalife coach. That's how I managed to get money to publish. Yeah, but then the other things, because the only thing I think that I spent money on was printing and also paying the person who was helping me with editing. Because with editing, I think you need someone else's eye and ears, because remember, when you're editing, you are now going back. It could be experience or not, because the thing is, when you're editing, you're now going back to check if you sound correct. You don't want to write a book that has too much tautology in it, or moifunda, and it's like, okay, who wrote it? Is it a grade R kid or what? You want things that are gonna flow, something that makes sense. Sometimes you as a writer, because remember, you are just flowing with art, you can be repeating things. Maybe the first paragraph is saying something, the third paragraph is repeating what you said on the first paragraph. So you need someone there who is not biased to the work, that's going to be listening and also helping you edit, to say, but I think you are saying the same thing that you said there, or when you are reading, because when you are editing, you remember, you have to read it out loud. that you wrote, So you need someone who's going to be there with you to hear it. Because when as the writer, you are biased to your work. Uzozizwa wena. Uzwile wena. So if you self-edit, that could come as a problem. So you do need a second opinion. Good to know, man. I think I hear what you're saying, but let's phrase it this way. You see, so I had someone helping me with that. But then apart from that, most of the things I did them myself. I did them, the cover page, I did it myself, structuring and everything else, I did it myself. So basically, the only thing that I got help with was printing and editing. That's it.
So you already started with graphic design?
No, at the time, I'm one curious person. I'm very curious. If I have an idea in my mind, I have to play it out. Because, okay, besides that, I can say when you are in a middle school, I got to do editing, video editing and other things. We get to playing about softwares, about DaVinci and other editing softwares. So some of those things you learn them there, because if they say create this as part of your school portfolio, you do it, right? And that's when, I got exposed to some of the things. So when I had to do my own book cover, it wasn't that much hard because I knew it's all about playing with, the graphics. So see, how do I place it? And remember, Nami, I had an idea because you have to picture it, have the idea of how do you want it to be like. For me, I wanted the cover to tell a story of what's inside the book. So I needed to now see how I play around all of those ideas to make sure that the cover intrigues you before the content. Yes, intrigues you. So it's one of those things.
So, take me, when was all this happening? Like, were you in school? Were you still in school, high school, university? When all these things can happen?
For me, I think it all started. Some things when they start out, I think most of us, we don't see things when they are starting out. You only see when they blow out. Into my side, roots. Nobody sees the roots of the tree. Sonke sibona seyivela ngisho. Yes. So with most of these things, I think they happened when I was way back in high school. And then they manifested when I came to Pretoria. I'm saying to school, because now you're by yourself. And I keep to myself. I like my own time and my own space. So when you are by yourself and all of that, everything now starts to manifest. You now get time to think about things. Mostly, you hardly ever get that time because busy. Back to my lena. So you hardly get time to be stressing about this, that. Yeah. So Yonginto manifested when I moved to Pretoria, but then now these things were happening. I didn't know where they were stemming from. But while writing and discovering, self-introspecting, I realized, this thing did not just start here. It has somewhere where it started. The roots are way deeper than me thinking, everything started happening when I got to Pretoria. No, that's not the actual truth. Things started happening before I even came to Pretoria. So things happened, I can say most of them happened when I was in Pretoria, so there's that.
Yeah, as I read the feedback from obviously your profile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you shared there, that some people that they gave very good remarks about
Mm-hmm.
they did get help. They relate to what you write and
Yes.
So where do we find in which store, or are you selling by yourself?
No, I'm selling by myself. So if a person wants a copy, they have to be in touch with me. But if they want a digital copy, they can find it on Amazon. So digital copies on Amazon, but then the actual print, I have it.
So tell me, because I'm not familiar with books online and all that.
Yes.
So on Amazon, how does it? Do you buy a copy or you subscribe and then read as much as you and read and spend a lot of time in that platform.
Yeah, you get to, you buy it on the platform and then you read it on the platform. Because Amazon has two options, right? You can either put it on Amazon as an ubeke ukuthi, let's say someone can buy it and Amazon delivers for that person the print, the print one, or a person can read it digitally there. So there's those two options, but I opted for the digital one only. So people can just go there, you buy it there on Amazon, and then you read it there.
So they monetize, or just they monetize just like the other platforms that they should.
I think once you buy a book, then okay, wait. When you say they monetize, you mean how so?
I meant like. Okay, so they pay for the book.
Yes.
It's not like maybe they rely on ads and how much, how many, how much time do they spend there, and then you get to you get paid according to
how many people they spend. No. They buy the book. It's like buying a book on Google Book. Because on Google Book, you pay for the book and then you read it on Google Books. Right? They don't charge you for the time spent. You just buy it. Because you get to read it on your own time. I would say you have the hour now to read it now, and then next time also you must pay for the next. No. You buy the book, it's stored there. You have bought it. You can always read it there.
New things every day. But I'm not a good fan of reading. I'm not a good fan of reading, so that's why I never make time to read and check out. Even it's the first time I hear about the Google and
I think you need to try it, because Nam I was not much of a reader. I think for me mostly it was because at the time I was busy with my book. I don't want to read things and then find myself writing what I read, because then I would be not using my own words. I'd be using a lot of people's words. I'd be copying other people's words. I didn't want that. So when I was writing my book, I didn't read books at all. I started reading books after I finished my book, and I learned to reading books, it helps with a lot of things. It enhances your knowledge. It also it's good for if let's say for me, before I was very shy. I was not a person who's outspoken, but the more you read, you become outspoken. You're able to hold conversations because you're learning something. Even a sentence long, it's a dumb sentence, but you're going to read something and you're going to learn something. You're going to learn a perspective of saying things as well. Namakama are bombastic. You even learn them while reading, because any gama you would never think of it when we wine. But when you read, uzwa the logic show when they're writing or when whatever you're reading. Then now next time when you are having a conversation, you know. Which is that word in a logical sense. So now the next time you are using the same word, you see now your vocabulary is increasing. So you increase your vocab. So I would highly advise people should read, and get good books to read. I don't like reading school books. So school books is about theories, school things. No. I prefer to buy. I think now the books that I have is like The Diary of a CEO, Think and Act, and Act Rich. Somewhere there, I have The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. I have quite a lot of books there, but you see, all of those books, they give knowledge to life. So good, if it has knowledge to life, you can really capture things from them. And whenever you're having conversations with other people, now yourself, the way you're going to be speaking, I even surprised myself. When I was coming to Pretoria for the first time, going to college, I was not very good in English. So every time when someone I call me English, it's like, you understand? I was not very being right, speaking wise. But when you start reading, you learn how to articulate yourself. So highly advisable.
The reason I'm laughing is because I've noticed that most it's not something that is hidden, but yeah, but Amazulu they don't like Teta is slow. Why is it like that? Like
Yeah,
let me make an example. I remember this at the time we were shooting a sport quiz starting SLM. So we were asking people about Tambotie and what
Yeah.
now. So we met this young and I think when I look at him, maybe he was a first year student, maybe one of the colleges of our city.
Yeah.
So and then I was a cameraman, so the guy was in front to introduce himself and then what it's all about. The first thing that guy said, as long as I'm not slow. Right.
Yeah. You know. I understand. As good to most of us that are coming from public schools who were taught to comprehend, not to speak the language. You learn to comprehend, not speak it. So mina teacher we English West. My home language teacher was a Zulu guy from back KZN. So bekangifundisa English ngesizulu. So I'm learning to comprehend, not to call me English, because if you're ngifundisa ngesizulu, how am I gonna articulate in English? So as bengihlula kulabona uthi mukhuluma and then ingqondo yakho debate ukuthi uyizo ruhelo ngimo ruhe. That's a simple thing, you understand, but we are contemplate namanye ama spelling ngathi ayabaleka unethi ukubhala uhere
I don't think it's about it's a matter of the school which we went with private.
I think it does.
All of them, even like someone I know that boy probably would if he was the way judging me as a first year student, he would be able to express himself very well in English. But there are people now, there are people who are well educated, our Zulus.
Yeah.
But they prefer uthetha
in isiZulu. Okay, I think yes, Yanjan. It's
with culture.
Sometimes it's a personal decision. Yoguti, yes, I can be fluent in English, but I'm choosing to stay true to my culture, to my heritage. It can be like that, or it's what I'm saying. Guti, most of us are from public school. Let's be honest. We are public school, we are private school. It's very different. Because at private school, you are speaking English. Because every subject that you are going to be learning is going to be learned in English. So most of the time, most at private school, you articulate yourself in English. Tina in public school, the other subjects, so when do you get time to communicating in English? You don't get time to communicate in English. Most of the time you are using isiZulu. So maso uhlangana nomuntu ofuna ukukhuluma English is like yo angumuntu azongikhombisa ukuthi yes. And it's not to say mhlawumbe sidomo njani. No. Kuyabaleka yazi if ungajwayelanga ukukhuluma ifana nokuthi uhlangana nomXhosa umpedi akhuluma isipedi is like uyamuzwa but makomela umphendule uzozwa naloku umphendula wakho if let's say ufuna ukusebenzisa language yakhe kunzima because now uzama ukwishisha but ukhulume nawe ngesipedi but akuhlangani. So nange English is like this, we understand the muntu but to articulate yourself back akukho lula. So it's either it's that or it's a personal decision. You go no angifunde ukukhuluma English.
But it's the way I say it's a cultural thing, because I remember even this other guy this is a black diamond, so playing the music I think was Tanzania.
Okay.
So see and there's language I can
yes, so English is the common, yeah.
So we figure the music we are can speak English,
yes.
But so we are figure he know both of us. So teta na stores sharp uthabathetha nomshida wena kumele ufunde isiZulu yabona ukuthi nawe kumele manje sithi
yeah. No, it's a personal choice, man. It's a personal choice. Yeah, I think futhi for people are deeply rooted in culture, it's something that you want to keep. You know, awufuni ukuthi unanda ukhuluma English I understand ifana nabazali kunabazali aba ukuthi umntana wakhe mhlambe ku private school ne ukhuluma English, but uma efika endlini yamtshela ukuthi hey khuluma isiZulu la ekhaya or sikhuluma iSpedi la ekhaya, you understand, or isiXhosa la ekhaya. They want to keep culture alive. I understand, because manje ifana na mina I'm Sotho, but I don't know anything Sotho. So I understand abantu abathi we stick to our language. I feel I respect that, because the Tina, I think most of the time when I'm having a conversation with a person, Mina, I think ngincika kakhulu English than on other languages. And and also in other things culture related, ungafunga ukuthi umuntu useyemlungu ngoba I was next ngesintu sakhayini. So I understand when other people, they still want to keep their cultures intact. Yabona ni language yakhe umuntu aqina ukuthi hey angizokhuluma language yakho mina, because manje you are tainting me. Nokhohlwa ilanguage yami manje ngoba basho ngibhizi ngene accommodate baningi. I understand that, and I respect that as well. I find it honorable in a sense.
I also respect that, because it's like we're giving too much power to the Western example. Like umzekelo ukuthi if ungathetha isilungu and then ungathetha right, very simple abantu abamnyama or abakulanguage bazokuhleka, if umlungu uthetha isiZulu or isiXhosa asiphude, yabo
I'm compliment you at least uyazama. I understand.
Man. So when was the book was it published? Which year?
It was published in 2020. Yeah, last year. Yeah. Still new.
Okay. And I was very shocked when I saw your profile. Like you would look, you will see people walking by then in the street, and then you just think that they are just ordinary. Or in Tambotie, as most people would deem people who are staying in Tambotie that in a certain way that but they don't know that there are a lot of people who are doing great things, and but they are just low key. So I just want everyone, even people who are watching, they know that in Tambotie is not the Tambotie that we know. Tambotie has people have a potential, not necessarily potential, but abenzi izinto ezinkulu. Just like with the lady and the nine. So about Herbalife. Herbalife it's been okay. It's been but like now I don't see much of Herbalife even on socials. Even people wearing those.
The buttons.
Not necessarily buttons, but there would be people are carrying
T-shirts,
and all that. Some even branded their cars.
Yes.
But so on your side, is it still?
Yes, it's still operating. I think like any other business, because remember here it's a business whereby every person is given the opportunity to thrive. You are the sky is the limit. You are the one who decides how far you want to go. So it's I get to remember most of us are here in Pretoria. Sibantu bomhambo. So maybe kuba nama seasons whereby you see a lot of people who are branded in Herbalife, and then you feel good. It's a booming business because you see a lot of people, and then those people move away from that area, and then gubangati no. People move. It's like with me. I joined Herbalife in Ilana in Pretoria, and then I went back home. I lived in Witbank, and then now I'm back in Pretoria. So you see, as people we move, but it's a business that is there. It's growing every time. As it's also operating in more than 98 countries. It's a big business. It's not just a Pretoria, but again, I see into and then all of a sudden they are scattered. No. It's there. It's good business as far as I'm concerned. And for some of us that have used the products and have been within the spaces, it's a great business. If you are willing, and you, like I said, sky's the limit. If you're willing and you put in the work, it does wonders for you. I mean, I'm a fans to make my book to relate through the business, and the nice thing is that you get to meet people. You meet different people, and I've met people abezigimi bazi zidula, abantu abezigimi bazi zilenda, and those people do not just become clients. Some of them, they became family. You understand? So, personally, I love it. I love the business.
And what was more interesting? I found more interesting about the way you're putting up your work for people is something that I've noticed. A mistake that most people who are selling these products that are healthy or whatever to lose weight, they are missing. I saw you in a picture. You took there's a picture of you before and
after.
And the after.
Yeah.
So most people they don't use themselves like as a what do you call it, as an example.
Yeah, they are not their own testimony.
Yeah, so they would rather use someone else's photo. We found out someone is selling a drink to shrink, but she's a stool.
You contradict.
Usebenza pictures of okay. So that's one of the things that strike me.
I think futhi, more especially if you find a good sponsor. A sponsor is the one that you sign through. The one also actually go see this is the business, how you join the business and all of that. If you find a good person, also you can't do the business without you being the business. You are your own billboard. So if when you don't resemble the product that you sell, how are you going to sell it? Because you must be the first customer of your own business. So if you are your first customer, then other people who meet you, it's easy for them to be like, okay, I want to be like you. Yeah, man. Or they can trust you. It's easy for people to trust you with their health if they see that you are healthy.
They see the changes.
Yeah, man. So it's that type of a thing. I love it. And it's not just only about health. Personal development, for me, it's so cool. Yeah, but they don't just teach you to lose sabandama weight and gain people weight. No, you also learn personal development. You strengthen your mindset. You learn from your mindset. That's why the sky is the limit. But how would you know that sky is the limit if your mindset is not there? Yeah, bon. So it's a good business.
And also they say that a healthy man results in a healthy body.
Yeah.
So you can't be.
Yeah, you can't have a.
You are not healthy.
True.
The body is full of disease and all that. You're not training. You're unfit and all that. Yeah. So now just there are a couple of people that I know that have been on Herbalife and some have seen that they're making a living out of it and then
True.
Some traveling the world and all
True.
that. But you are not like, as I'm saying that, as I said that before, that people they take marketing like very serious, like that the one I know before. That's the reason I thought now this thing is not.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I don't ever see you wearing even a cap or
No, I think even Guadala was not much to wear the branding, which is not good because you must be branded for people to ask you the questions. I think for now, because now it's been like, I think since I came to Pretoria, it's been a year of not using the product, and because I'm not using the product, you can't cheat the system. Yeah, but I have to be my number one customer, and if I'm not using it, how can I be telling you to do something that I'm not doing?
Yeah, the same as I was saying about people selling drink.
Yeah, but you are not.
Yeah,
but so okwamanje for me, business isamile because Mina is the first customer. I'm still working on other things, And then masengizazi ukuthi asengilunge kahle, then I'll go back to business and conduct it as it should be conducted. Ikanjalo.
Okay, I thought maybe it's just because your profile is still there, even though the book is.
Yeah, no, I still keep it there. Even if umuntu phone manje athi, are you? Yes, I'm a coach. I'm still a coach. Just because I'm having setbacks doesn't mean it technically disqualifies me. No. I'm still an author, even though I have not released another one. I before the book even came out, I was calling myself a writer. A writer, about to be an author of something before the book came.
Yeah.
You speak life to yourself, because if you don't say these things, then how are you going to manifest them? Yeah, but so I was calling myself a writer before I became an author. So I'm still a coach, even if I'm not in business. Shoprite, you understand? So it's one of those things.
No, the reason I was, as I've said, that I remember I also had a cousin. There was a cousin of mine who was very active in Herbalife and all that. And then, I tried. I was helping her, like in terms of like even running a social media and all that, giving advice where I can. But she just left all those pages there. But she started something else, which is now is working for her.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, the reason I'm asking is because since she stopped and I haven't been seeing people with wearing the brand at the time. No, this thing was just a seasonal thing.
No, I understand. A lot of us, we have I can't allow my seasons because it's an opportunity that when you get to decide how far you want to take it, because even some of the people who have traveled out of the country with the business, they come from very poor backgrounds. I might come from a middle class background, but why it's on you. So if when you can't take it up on you, there are other people who understand this is my way of making a living. There's no plan B. Herbalife stumbled upon me. It was not a plan for me, which I'm going to do Herbalife. I had other plans in mind. That's why I think good for me, I'm being tried to pause, because really it's not an initial plan for me. It's something that it came and I fell in love with it, and I still respect it, and I can still go back to it anytime. But it's not the thing that I can say. For other people, this is business. Like it's a IG. Yes. I cannot sing without doing this thing. You understand? So I find so, but it doesn't mean the business is not good. No, the business is good. It's everyone. Because remember, you must find clients for business to operate. So if you are not out there exposing yourself for clients to see you and recognize you, how are you going to make money? You're not. So other people, they leave the business because of that. Because for me now, I think my issue is that I'm introverted. I don't like being in a space with people. But how will people find me if I'm not exposed to people? So So, I have seasons. I have seasons where I can be an extrovert. Then business works. But when the season of introversion comes...
But your profile, man, is like So I thought, that's why I'm saying that it might be because you're not branding yourself. You rely on
social media.
On social.
No, it was my thing. Social media was my thing. But if you can even check, it's been quite a while without posting on the socials. So you still need to show up. If you don't show up, you are out of sight, out of mind, no customers. You understand? So it's one of those things. But
I also understand that this is not first podcast that I went through your
Yeah.
Insta, and then unfortunately I couldn't. I didn't have much of that at that time, so I couldn't even get the conversation. So where is that? Where is that podcast based?
It's on Witbank.
Unpack.
Yes. Witbank.
Witbank. Oh,
Yes.
okay. So it was after the book, after you released it.
No, the podcast was this year.
This year.
It happened this year.
Oh, I didn't know through and everything, but I just
Yeah.
saw the vision.
No, it happened this year. So yeah, but it's quite a while after the book came out. So yeah.
So you are from Woodbay?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you're from KZN.
No, I understand. Yeah, people think I am from KZN. But no, but it's Sursam. As mina ngiboni. Angicabanga nje ukuthi isizulu sami sijana lelo ezileyo ndlela.
I know the thing is masibona umuntu masiva umuntu ngomzulu automatically sicela
Yeah, KZN.
Yeah, yona ilando.
Yeah.
Silibala ukuthi Mpumalanga. Yeah, khona amaZulu, but even though it's mixed, khona amaswati,
Yeah.
khona namaTsonga, yeah.
No, I understand.
Yeah, so, okay, Joam, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, so
Thank you for the invite. Thank you, appreciate it. It's always nice having a good conversation.
Hopefully, yeah, it's not the last.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah, we're around. So whenever you have time, yeah, we can still continue. Yeah,
Yeah, other conversations. I understand.